Matu listens to this episode, he's gonna be like, yes,
You're
guys.
like, somebody gets me. Somebody understands. Somebody. And this is your fault too. You put this.
I did. Welcome to another episode of RATz, Random Ass Thoughts with Kate
and Tebow,
where we unprofessionally discuss absolutely nothing of value to anyone.
These are unconvinced opinions of hypothetical topics and events that may or may not have passed through your mind.
And if you finish a whole episode and wonder, what the hell did I just listen to? Then we've done our job.
Welcome to RATz. Hello. Oh, wow. You really drew that one out, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I also was trying to figure out what hello was backwards, like the thing
While
on your
you were
mug.
saying it, you were figuring out what? Oh, what?
You know? Because doesn't he speak backwards?
No, he mixes the order of the words, but not the, yeah.
Okay, never mind then.
You talking about Yoda?
Yeah,
But no,
yeah.
he doesn't just like, ole.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, there you go. You're so smart how you thought about that so fast. All right, we'll get right into it as we always do, because we don't have time for chitter chatter.
This is not a podcast about absolutely nothing.
Right. We have big business to attend to.
Serious business.
Yes. And the number is number 15.
Okay.
Number 15. And number 15 is actually very relevant to the holiday season that we just had.
Okay.
It says gift giving and receiving. Pickiness. Should you return? So
didn't we talk about this?
Not in depth. I think
not in depth. Hold on. So I think it was it was a would you rather.
Yes, it was done. Like yes. So we didn't go into the full.
We didn't go to the full shebang
extent,
of like,
right.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you are a picky person, do you feel like it's acceptable to return a gift? Or like just, I mean, in general, we're just throwing this topic out there, you know, you pull on whatever.
Yeah, it depends on, it depends on like, I guess it depends on who gave it to you.
So,
like,
okay.
You know, whether they're going to find out or not. That's one.
Okay.
You know, cause like, you know, if I give something to Erin and she prefers something else, like I'm not offended by that. Like go get whatever you prefer. Cause I have like with Erin, I'll have a main gift that I know that, you know, she'll like that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have what I call risk gifts, where I take a risk on it, where I'm like, I think this would be cool for her. And then, you know, and then if she doesn't like the risk gift, now I don't, you know, that's not a big deal.
I am the most horrible person to give.
Yes, I remember you talking about it.
To give anything to, because I am picky in the way that is annoying even for myself, right? Like,
wow.
So sometimes I'm like,
that's next level.
I think I like something, and as soon as I come home with it, I'm like, oof, yeah, I actually don't like it. It was so much better in the store, and I have to return it. So like Matu over the years, like he's learned, right? So we have a shared notes in our phone that we share, and it has every single thing that I would ever want in like the color, the size, you know, like.
Are you sure of that?
To the point. Okay, hold on. So this is where I noticed how annoying I am this year.
Okay.
When he got something off the list, right? Which is, I'm like, you only stick to this list. Don't dwindle off of it, you know.
Don't experiment. Nothing fancy.
Like, just stick to the list.
Stick to the fundamentals.
He stuck to the list. And I opened the gift and I was like, ooh, yeah, this is not going to work, you know? But I didn't say it right away at first. I was like, oh my God, this is so cute. Like, but then I said, is this the right size? You know, because I thought it was much smaller. There was only one size. And then like after maybe like 40 minutes, maybe even 30 minutes, I was like how annoying is it if I tell you that I absolutely don't like this and I want to return it, you know? And he's like, this is something that I picked for you, that you picked for yourself.
Right.
And still.
And still. See, if you did that to me, all your next gifts would not come from the list. I would. Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah,
I would come up
fair.
with my own. I would come up with my own, and I'm like, you like them, you don't, but I'm not going by it because
yeah, that's
listen,
true. That's true.
I'm not gonna fail.
Yeah.
Off your own damn list. You set me up. You set me up with that list. I'd rather fail off my own attempts than to fail off a list that you gave me, which is intended to make me not fail.
Listen, I hear you. I realized in that moment, I was like, wow, Kate, wow. But like I do love gifts that people give me that are thoughtful, that are not on any list, that I've never, like a friend of mine, she gave me an ornament of a felt, I think it was a felt mouse.
Oh, like the ones you post on your social?
Yeah, like the one I post on my social.
That's what.
Listen,
oh my gosh.
hold on.
No. Mature needs support. Mature needs support.
I agree.
Hold on. He gets you something off your list, and she gets you a freaking felt mouse ornament.
And it was skiing down a hill because she just moved to Colorado. Listen. I opened it and I started crying.
Oh God.
I know. I hear you.
Mature, if you're listening to this, fuck the list. Go rogue.
Yeah.
Do your own thing. She's setting you up. She's setting a felt mouse skiing ornament.
Oh, yeah. I'm a simple gal. What can I say?
No.
I like simple things. And
simple things.
I like simple things. And look, listen, and also I feel like I wouldn't get offended if I give someone a gift and they return it,
Right. But what if I asked you for a gift and you got me that gift and then I'm like, oh no, I don't like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be like, you suck, but that's on you. That's on you. That's on you. And honestly, yeah, that's on you. That's not my fault. Don't look at me for giving you the wrong gift,
Right. Absolutely. But you'd still be pissed though.
Yeah, he was pissed. He was like, maybe next time wait like a little bit longer to tell me you don't like it. He's like, not right after you open it. That you don't like the gift that you picked. That you picked wanted.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not going down like that. I am not going down like that. I would be getting my own gifts from that moment on.
Now,
that's it. Yeah.
What about like accidentally re-gifting someone a gift that they've given you? That has never happened to me. Not that I know. Are you sure?
Yeah, I was about to say they might not have told you.
Not that I know.
That would be super awkward. I know that we might end up in that territory with like Teo's birthday and stuff, when he gets things that he might already have.
Oh, and then, then you give it back to that person that gave it.
Give it back to somebody if we forgot who it came from, that kind of thing. But no, I don't think, like, I like most of my gifts. I'm not as difficult as some people. But
yeah. I wonder who I said I was simple.
Who I'm referencing, yes.
Look, listen, just give me felt animals and I'm good. Yes.
Felt animals.
Give me a mug, give me a felt animal, give me, bring me to the store.
And let me pick out what I want. That's not a gift.
I honestly, I wouldn't be upset if people don't. I actually tell people, like sometimes Sienna wants to get me stuff and I'm like, honestly, I think it's better if you just don't, like I just don't want to have you go through that level of disappointment. I just don't want to not like it. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to disappoint you.
So you would take away the joy of her giving her mom something
Well, it's
just
not.
because you can't fake like you like it.
Well, no, I can absolutely fake like I like it, but there's no joy in getting something I don't like, right? So it's like,
But there's joy in giving you something that would make you
then
happy.
I would be like, get me a stick from outside. You know, like I wouldn't want you to spend your money buying me something that you
But
think I'm
that's
gonna
part of
like.
the joy.
I know, but then it sucks if she's like, "Oh, here's this beautiful gift that I think you'd like," and then I hate it. Which
But
honestly,
you don't have to say that.
I know, but I know it. You know, I
But
wouldn't
she
say it.
won't know it.
I know, but then that's like that still sucks for her, you know?
What? No. See that I think see this goes deep into the gift thing then. No, if I give you something that I'm
Hmm.
happy about, right?
Right.
And I'm excited to give it to you because I think I nailed it. And you can genuinely act like, "Hey, you know what?
Like,
You just focus on the fact that you appreciate that I got you a gift. You can genuinely respond that way. I'm happy.
so you
Like,
say,
are you in that much pain from having received a bad gift that
okay,
you're like,
I'm
now you
okay.
have left
Listen,
me with
I
this
think
rotting in
it's
my
double,
soul."
it's double pain because the pain is like, oh, you know, thank you. That's painful, but not as painful as like me knowing that I don't like it. You put that much thought into it and you gave it to me and I don't like it. And you don't know that I don't
Right.
like it. And I'm pretending
Exactly.
that I'm liking it. That to
Right.
me is like double pain. I don't want to pretend.
How is it
If
how
I
is it
love,
double pain?
if I love someone, I don't want to pretend that I don't like, that I like your gift. Like, I'd much, wouldn't it be a happier time for everyone if I just told you
No.
I
No,
don't?
not based on your pickiness. No.
Because
No,
don't
it'd
you
be a
want?
happier time if you just sucked it up
Because
and
wouldn't
you
you? Do,
said yes.
like, I'm assuming you're giving this gift because you want me to use it, right? Like that's the
No,
joy.
no, 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 no,
No,
no, no. I'm giving this gift because I'm excited about making you happy.
right? But I'm not happy because I can't use this gift.
Then but if you know that you are difficult,
Yes,
you just suck it up, you smile and you say thank you and you give the person the gift of happiness
then
for a
no.
moment.
I feel like I then am doing you a disservice because I'm lying to you. Like I'm
No,
actively
no,
lying to you.
no,
I
no,
am the worst person
no,
in the world for lying to you.
no,
I am
no. First of
leading you
all,
astray.
first of all, telling the truth is not always the nicest thing to do.
I agree, but I think
Right.
ultimately, if you're
I agree, but when I'm getting a bad gift, I'm gonna tell that motherfucker what I think.
no, because I'm assuming you're giving me this gift because you're like, oh, it's useful to her, right? Like,
She's giving you this gift because it brings her joy to have thought about her mom, to give it to it and give you joy. And you're like,
but
the fuck is
I'm not.
this?
I know, but joy in what way?
Bring it
Like,
back and get it
so,
right next time.
so
I
the
have a list.
so is the joy in just seeing me my reaction in that moment, or is it in me actually using it after the initial giving?
It could be both, but if you're not if it's I mean, first of all, if you are excited about a felt mouse skiing down a
Mm-hmm.
hill ornament,
Mm-hmm.
what in the world are you so offended by that you're like, I will never use this shit? What in the world? Like what are you being gifted that is so offensive that you're like, I would never be caught dead in this?
I mean, would you, if you don't like something, would you still wear it?
Probably. I mean,
Just,
like, what
just,
it's gotta be so freaking, like, for instance, let's say Teo's like 15, right?
right.
And he saw these basketball shorts and he's like, oh, my dad's really gonna love these. These are
Okay, now
basketball
you're
shorts and
making me
whatever.
feel. Now I'm
I'm
like,
like,
what
I'm
a
like, no,
monster.
hold on, no, but no, I'm proving my point. We're having this discussion, Kate.
Okay, okay,
You don't. I'm telling you the truth. You
okay.
see, where you're not getting away with,
Okay, okay, keep going, keep going,
I'm just a
keep
bad person. Hold on, no. And so he's really excited about these shorts. He's like, oh yeah, he's gonna like them, right?
Hmm.
They are, let's say they're Michael Jordan's, the black and red ones, which I really
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
like. I don't
yeah.
like that color. I don't like the pattern. I don't like them.
Right.
He gets me those. Okay. I'm gonna be like, that is first of all, I'm gonna focus on the fact that you thought about me and you got that. I'm like, thank you, I
Okay, okay,
appreciate it.
okay,
And
okay.
then I'm a weirdos to
Okay.
basketball
All right.
because
I see what you're saying. No, I mean, oh, to be fair, let me say this, okay? There has never been anything that Sienna has given me that I haven't been grateful for, even if I don't like
just Mathieu's poor ass.
it.
be like, that dude's got to get it right, all right? Sienna, that's one thing. She gets a pass. She's a minor. But this dude,
Exactly.
you a grown-ass man. You get me what I
Well,
want.
to be fair, okay, so one year he gave me, what did he give me? Well, I mean, this is a very useful gift.
Okay.
I ended
Okay.
up using it, and
Wow.
it was in
So you complained
hindsight.
about something you
No,
ended up using. That's crazy.
no. Okay, I feel like I'm not as horrible as you're making me sound here.
No, you're saying
Yeah.
it. You're saying
Okay.
you said I'm horrible. You said
Okay.
it.
All right. So he gave me a bike rack for my
Okay.
car, which is
Yeah.
great. I mean,
Yeah.
amazing gift, useful gift. I used it for a very long time. I just feel
Okay.
like that's not necessarily like a Christmas gift. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Because you're 9? Because you're not a grown ass adult who can get her own shit. You need something. What do you need? you need a felt
literally.
ornament
No,
or nothing?
I hear you. I know. I mean, listen, this is me, right?
Yeah.
I hate when people say this is how I am, but
Yes, listen, this is just how I am and I can do nothing to change it. Get me the right thing or I'm gonna hate it.
I have settled into this fact about myself is that it's horrible. Like, so that's why I tell, like, just don't buy me anything, like, rather.
Okay. Hold on. Because when people say that kind of thing, I always kind of give the side eye. So you're telling me Christmas time is here. Everybody's got gifts under the tree. You have nothing because everybody actually listened to you and said, we're not doing this shit anymore.
Well,
And
I have a list.
No.
It's list or nothing.
Right,
Okay?
exactly. And everybody this particular Christmas has chosen nothing because they got burned by the list last time. So they chose nothing. Everybody's opening gifts. You got yours. Here's what I got you. Here's what I got you. You're okay with that?
I mean, if they're like, okay, listen, I would probably not be okay with it because it does sting, right? But I think that knowing myself and how I am, it's well deserved, right? Like I if you're like, well, we didn't want to get anything off the list because every time we get you something off the list you don't like, it's not every time, it's just this one time, and that was just because of my own. I didn't do enough research. Okay, I saw this thing, I was like, hey, I like this, I want to add this on the list. And then when it actually came in the mail and I'm like, oh yeah, this is not it, I'm never gonna. There's never a time that I would be caught dead wearing this.
That's
it
bad.
It was.
How did you mess up that bad? That's my question.
I don't. Well, it's not my fault.
How's it not your fault?
That's the ad. That's the ad.
You put it. Okay, it's still your fault. You put it on the list.
It was false advertising. I did.
You put it on the list.
No, I know it sucks. It's
I feel like, especially if you put it on the list, even more if you put it on the list, then you just act like you like it and move on.
Yeah, I could have done that. I just knew that there were other things on the list that I'd rather have, So I was like, well, we can exchange it.
So you this is how you open presents. Let me see. Okay. Keep. Okay. Return. Maybe pile. You open presents like you sort your closet.
When I open a gift, I know instantly whether I like it or not, whether or not it's gonna be useful or not. And yeah, I'm usually
But that's
like,
not true, though. That's not true. Bike
well,
rack.
I knew it was gonna be useful,
You said it turned
I
out
just said,
to be useful.
yeah, no, I mean, I wanted a bike rack, I just didn't want it for Christmas.
Oh, no.
Okay, I know. Listen, I hear you. Okay, I hear you. If Matu listens to this episode, he's gonna be like, "Yes,
You're
guys,
like, somebody gets me. Somebody understands. Somebody. And this is your fault too. You put this on the. You put this.
I did.
This was baiting yourself into exposing yourself.
Yes.
On this topic.
It's
if you thought you were gonna get any support.
I know. Honestly, I know. I get it, and that's why I say, like, it's fine.
No, I hear you.
Either stick to the list or don't get me anything at all. And if
this has me wanting to get you really bad gifts.
See, but then I would actually appreciate it because it's based off of an event that inspired you to get me bad gifts. Like, I know that you wouldn't genuinely, like, the gift that you're giving me that's bad isn't like, it's because it is bad that you're giving me a gift. I would actually.
Oh my gosh. Mature, I am sorry, buddy. I'm sorry, man. I am sorry. There is no winning. So hold on. Mature tries. He goes on your list.
Don't do this.
Hold on. I get you a bad gift you appreciate.
No.
She gets you a felt ornament you appreciate.
Pause it. No, you're making it into. Hold on now. No, let's not start. Okay, I'm saying that if you said you're buying me a bad gift based on this scenario of like the podcast,
right?
But
you might not know that it's a bad gift. Maybe it's something that I genuinely think you like.
You would never give me gifts, period. You know what I'm saying? So if you are gonna send me a bad gift, it would be because of this conversation. Then it would actually make me laugh because I'm like, oh, ha ha ha, that's your intention.
Like when you sent me like candles to put on my cake.
Exactly, that you didn't use.
No, I did not put on my cake. No, because I did tell you I wasn't putting candles on my cake.
I know, but I still send them to you. You know what I mean? So then it's like, oh, that's kind of funny or annoying.
I am going to use those candles, though.
That's perfect.
So, I appreciate it.
I mean, there's things that Matu has gotten me that I've really enjoyed. I just prefer, I just prefer he stick to the list. And listen,
I hear you.
And if he doesn't stick to the list, then I just enjoy like experiences. I'm not a materialistic person. I don't need things, right? So if you are going to give me a thing, I want it to be useful and I don't want you to waste your money. That's my whole thing. So it's like, if you're going to buy me something with your hard-earned money, like, I want to be able to like use it so that it's not a waste. That's where I rest my case. That's actually my gift to you.
Oh my goodness. Wow. That is quite the elaborate justification path.
Yeah.
That is quite I'm actually giving you a gift.
Sometimes when I say things like that, I am afraid that we have like, that one day this snippet is going to go fall on the desk of like a psychologist and they're going to be like, self-absorbed, narcissistic,
Hold on. They're going to be, hold on. But I like how you're like, one day it's going to fall on the desk of a and then what? They're going to call the president? Like, what's? No.
No, they're just going to be like, okay,
Yeah.
Profile is that of a narcissist.
Well,
is that of a manipulator? Is that of a and yes, that would be my worst nightmare.
That's your worst nightmare. And then that would stay on their desk because they're psychologists. They're not going to do anything with it.
Right.
So
yes.
Yeah. But that would but maybe as long as they didn't tell you, like I said, and then you'd be okay.
That's true.
Yeah. Kind of like the gift thing, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. Okay, I did not intend to
Hey, this was your topic.
Yeah, I
You
know,
put it
I
on
know,
there.
I know.
You knew what would come out of this.
Let's just
It was not
say
me.
next Christmas, next birthday, next Mother's Day, I will be happy with whatever I receive. And I love Matu. There you go. Let's end with that. You know, I don't want people to think like I'm so ungrateful.
I don't think love was questioned here.
Or like, oh, she's such a brat. You know, like I just don't want people to think that. I can pretend to be grateful. I can be very happy. You know, I might return it, and you'll
stop.
and you'll never.
This is not making the point you feel like it is. This is one of those things where you're like, if I keep talking,
yeah,
I'm sure I can get myself to where I want to be.
I'm like, because I heard you, like, I hear you, you know,
Yeah.
and I'm like, ooh, actually, it's not, you know, when you see a TikTok, you know, when people come on TikTok and they say certain things or reels or whatever, and then you like have people in the comments and they're like, ooh, this is not giving. This did not land the way that she wanted it to land. I'm like, okay. My intention wasn't for it to land any specific way, but I see that it's landing some type of way or has the potential to land that way. And so therefore I apologize because I'm truly not a horrible person. That's it.
Okay. We know.
Now
we
we
know
go.
you're not.
Now we can go. Now we can go to
Would You Rather.
God.
So the title of this episode is Kate is Not a Horrible Person.
The title of this episode should be like The List.
Oh, that's a good one. Actually.
Yeah,
that's
right?
a good one. I like that. The List. Okay. Do you have?
I do.
Yes. Okay.
All right. I thought of this one entirely on my own.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Would you rather? Okay. Would you rather only ever, from this point forward, go to a party where you know absolutely no one? Zero people, you know absolutely no one, or only ever, forever and ever go to parties where you already know everyone?
So hold on. What are the parameters? You go to one party.
So you go any party that you go to from this day forward.
Oh, okay, any party
that
you do not know anybody.
You know absolutely no one, not even one person. You know no one. You're
versus the other one. You only go to parties where you know people,
where you know everyone. You know everyone.
You never meet anybody new through a party.
Yeah.
Okay. Part of it is that I'm not that interested in going to parties to begin with.
Right,
so
okay, but if you had to go
let's say you had to go to parties.
Which we all have to do at one point.
Honestly, nobody.
Okay.
Yeah. Why? One, because I like meeting new people. Two, because the next party won't be them. So you know, who cares, I guess, in a sense. So that removes some of the I don't know. I guess pressure to behave sounds I'm about to go like ape shit at the party or something. It's not that, but it's just like, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's just, So, and you get to meet new people. So you might not see them at a party again, but you could, you can, it's kind of like networking in a sense. So and I like that kind of thing. Meet new people, talk to them, because like with people, depending on the relationship and also in that environment, you tend to not have as deep of conversations. Whereas with people you don't know, you get to know them for the first time. So who knows where it goes, kind of thing.
I mean, honestly, you can have deep conversations with people you don't know. Sometimes you can have even deeper conversations with people you don't know, just because it's
exactly.
easy, you know?
Exactly. It can like slip into that. Whereas with people it can slip into like small talk, regular stuff, your week, that kind of stuff, you know. So I think that people I don't know would be definitely
I agree. I actually I was like, I would do that, because the thing is, like, I don't know. Hold on. What?
I don't know. You're the one talking.
Look, I got distracted by, it's very windy here. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I
You're
got
like, hold on. What?
no, okay, it's very windy here, and right outside this window there's a palm tree, and
Okay.
it's like it was swaying, and so I got like
Okay.
my mind caught that moment, and then I
Got
lost
you.
my train of thought completely. No, so I would choose that same thing.
Okay.
And I had a reason why, but I didn't think about like you never get to see them at the other party again. I just feel like I like
Yeah.
the idea of knowing people, you know?
Yeah.
And it would be more
yeah.
interesting to know new people than to never meet anyone new
Exactly.
ever
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
No, I agree. I agree with that because as much as I'm not really like I'm not really what is it? What are those personality traits?
Introverted, extroverted.
Yeah, I'm not really introverted. I'm kind of in the middle.
Uh-huh.
Like I'm not as extroverted as you are. But I'm
I'm not
Oh,
extroverted.
Kate, come on. Come on, you would fill your calendar up with nothing but coffee dates if you.
That
if
is
you,
true. That is
like,
true.
I would definitely not do that. But I enjoy a party where I get to meet new people and stuff like that. So I'm like in the middle.
Part of the reason why I picked like also only going to parties where you know no one too is because like as much as people think I am so extroverted, there are more extroverts out there. Okay, like I've met people
absolutely.
So I also have moments where I need to be by like by myself.
But
and,
I
like,
think all extroverts have
right,
that. Like
that's true.
yeah.
But I think like if you go to a party where you know everyone, sometimes that's exhausting. You know what I mean?
Yes,
like that can be exhausting and draining because now you have to catch up with everyone. You have to say the same thing over and over again. First, it's like if I don't feel like it, but I'm going to this party where I know no one, I could literally just stand against the wall and like not talk to anybody, and that's fine because no one knows.
And if you talk to one, and if you talk to, like you said, well, if you talk to one person the entire time, you're not offending anybody else who you didn't talk to that whole night. It's not a point. There's no pre-existing like things to navigate at all. Right. So that's kind of a nice, a nice element of it where it's just like, oh, okay, especially if it's like a party with like lots of people,
Yeah. No, I don't enjoy that. I do much better on like a one-on-one setting. Actually, when I'm in a party setting, sometimes I can just retreat back and just be like,
I prefer a party setting. Funnily
Do
enough.
you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I prefer a party setting. Yeah. Than one-on-one. Like it depends on who one-on-one is. Like if it's a close friend, like if you and I have coffee or something, I'm comfortable with that. It's not but like if it's somebody else, then I would I'd prefer a group of people. Yeah. Kind of like a buffet of people.
A buffet, yeah. I mean, it's so interesting, like how that goes. And like Matu and I, we flip-flop our introversion, extroversion. So it's like it's good when we're both in that space of like, when we hang out with people, we can do very well, and then at the same time we're like, okay, let's go home. But but it's all we always flip flop in the wrong time. So it's like when he wants to go out, I'm like, I want to stay in, and then when I want to go out, then he wants to stay in.
Because he's pretty extroverted too.
Yes. Yeah.
Like he likes his alone time and his personal time, whatever. But he's pretty extroverted, I'd say.
Yeah, but he doesn't enjoy people the way that I enjoy people.
Okay.
Like I love people. Yeah. He does not like people, but he can be like, he's not gonna like be shy and stuff.
Right. Then I think we're probably closer to that in that. Yeah. In that regard. Yeah. I could.
All right. Would you rather?
So, would you rather eat everything you've ever disliked for the rest of your life, or have a job that you never wanted or that you hate for the rest of your life? Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what I don't dislike eating, and I can't reconfigure it to make it something that I like.
Then that wouldn't be something that you didn't like.
I hear you. I hear you. Yeah.
I didn't think there was a lot of ambiguity there, but yeah.
Okay, hold on.
So can I make it into something that I like?
I know. I'm like, okay, Sienna, that's something that like Sienna would. I'm like, no, you can't do that. Okay, So always, forever, that's what you're eating. Stuff that you don't like.
Yes.
Or working a job that I absolutely hate and I never wanted.
Yes.
Why is it so
Forever
hard?
both. Because it's like it's like your whole life. Like think about traveling places and not eating the things that you enjoy.
That's easy. Yeah.
But at the same time, think about taking, your 1 week vacation to travel someplace, maybe if you're not too tired because you're working a job that drains you because you don't like it.
I'm going to go with the job only because I feel like I can change my mindset. I don't necessarily know if I can change my palate, So it's like if I work a job that I don't like and I know this is going to be forever, I feel like I can somewhat adjust my attitude towards it and make it somewhat more of a positive thing versus eating. And I mean, that's just too big of a thing for me. And it's like, yeah, you're right. I never get to have like the things that I love. No, it's fine. Just for that reason alone, I would work a job that I hate my whole life forever and ever,
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's my answer.
Okay. Yeah.
What do you pick?
I'm the opposite.
Yeah, you picked the bland food last time.
Yeah.
Gosh.
I'm definitely.
Do you even like food? Do you even like food?
I do.
Do you even like food? You know what?
I do.
Next
I like a
time,
lot.
if we're all together at a dinner or whatever, you don't get to choose what you're eating.
You're gonna pick for me? Okay, 100% I'm good for that.
And I'll pick the nastiest thing that I can think of.
You could pick whatever you want.
That would be ruining a dinner, a perfectly good dinner that you get to enjoy.
Doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all.
No,
because I can't imagine something that you would like. What restaurant we're gonna go to where you would pick something that is so like absolutely abhorrent to me that I can't imagine anything.
I mean, you got some Asian places out there, and I'm saying this as a Asian person.
Yes, I understand, but like what? But see, that's explorative to me. I enjoy that.
Okay.
So I mean, like, what are you gonna pick? Some some fried cockroaches, some stuff. Like I'm like, all right, let's try it.
That's true. Okay.
So honestly,
then you just get the bland.
Like,
not even the disgust. You get bland.
Get
bland. We'll be like, whatever he's getting, fine. Don't season it. Whatever he's getting, fine. You'd
have to find a place that serves tofu and okra.
But listen, I love tofu and I love okra. I just wouldn't do that to you because I think like going out to dinner is important that you enjoy your meal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, but I'd enjoy the company. Like
feels like a cruel joke.
I would just like you're talking about the bad gift. I'd enjoy the experience of you trying to pick something that I don't like. Yeah. And then I'd be like, oh, this is fun. This is this is part of the experience. Like there's more than one way to enjoy a dinner out. And if the game is you pick something that you think I hate, that's fun.
Yeah. Then it would just be the quest of finding something that you like.
Exactly. It would be the quest of finding things. Because I mean, if it's not something that I'm allergic to, I'm only allergic to one thing really. So it's
what are you allergic to?
Whey, but like so like if you got me like it's not even that I don't like it, it's just I'm allergic to it. The like Dairy Queen, one of those frappe whatever. That's in that concentration, I'm allergic to it. Yeah. But I can have ice cream. If it's a certain kind of ice cream, I can have ice cream. But if it's a high concentration of whey in that format, then I know that I'm allergic to it. But other than that, like pick something I don't. That's the thing too. I think I'm not that threatened by it because there's not a lot of foods. Like I said, okra, I'm not a fan. Tofu, not a fan, though Erin has made it in ways where I'm like, oh, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
But there's not a lot of foods that I don't like.
I'm similarly. It was hard for me to think of a food that I dislike, but I also am like, I'm pretty sure that there's foods out there that I absolutely wouldn't like. And I feel like for me, it's like either I can eat almost anything, but there are certain things that I cannot eat that I've never eaten yet, but I know exist that I'm like, I would revolt.
Like what?
You know?
Like what?
So like, you know, in Suriname, it's like you eat like blood sausage, right? Which is fine.
Blood
I
sausage.
love blood sausage. Okay,
Yes,
not
that's pretty
all
good,
of them,
actually.
but I love them.
Yes.
And then they also have like intestines, like cow intestines that you eat.
Yes.
And I know in some cultures you eat like cow goat eyes, like those things. Yeah. I can't do the goat eye.
Have you ever had cow tongue?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
And it's also not something that I enjoy, but like some people make it in a way that's good, you know? So it's like things like that, and to have to only eat that forever. No, I'd much rather just work the job that I hate, you know? Because that's how extreme it would be for me. And it's like, I just get a soup full of eyeballs and you know, like.
For me, I feel like I'd be pretty so the same way you feel about job is the way I feel about food. Like, I could mentally get myself where food doesn't matter. It's just nourishment. Like, it's not like.
You would be okay eating that you would be okay, for instance, eating like a fish ball eyeball soup with like intestines throughout, slimy every day.
Slimy. I mean, it would be nice if I could have some variation in the foods that I don't like.
Yeah.
Even if I don't like it, like I'm not eating the same thing every day. You know, give me a block of tofu one night a day or something like that. As long as I get enough nutrients, then I can be like, okay, that's my food. But it's
No,
but the job,
no.
Yeah. No.
I would really want to like enjoy my food. I love enjoying my food. I'd like to keep it that way. You know, let me work a shitty job and I come home and I get to enjoy my food. That would be a reprieve, you know?
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. Okay. You had the
current event. We are now at the segment of current events.
I feel like you're definitely stalling really well. I feel like the only thing that would make this more of a current event is if the person died.
Yeah, I could see that. But then it wouldn't be, it could be news.
I think it would be news, Kate. Yeah. I think this current event, it would be news if the person died this way.
That would be news. Okay, so the current event is a customer sues Dunkin' Donuts over exploding toilet in Florida. A customer has filed a negligence lawsuit against Dunkin', claiming he was injured by an exploding toilet and at one of the coffee chain's locations in Central Florida. His name is seeking more than $100,000 in a lawsuit filed Wednesday following the explosion of a toilet in the men's room of a Dunkin' location in Winter Park. Okay, hold on.
After the explosion left him covered in human feces, urine and debris.
He walked out of the men's room seeking help from workers and the store manager. An employee told him that they were unaware of the problem with the toilet since there had been that they were aware of the problem with the toilet since there had been previous incidents, the lawsuit says, without diving into further details. He said the lawsuit says bodily injury. He has required mental health care and counseling since the incident in January of 2022. Argues that the restaurant manager had a duty to maintain its premises in a safe condition and to warn restroom users of any known hazards. Why did it explode?
That's the thing. Like how does a toilet explode? Like,
it says the complaint does not explain how or why the toilet exploded or if the incident damaged property in the building or resulted in an insurance claim. Okay.
See, I feel like that's a big part of the story that we need to know is how did the toilet explode? But
also, first of all, if I'm ever at a public restroom and that happens to me, that is horrible. But also, how embarrassing that you have to run out and ask for help.
Oh, absolutely. You know I think that's where his
the trauma comes from.
His mental health care and counseling comes in.
I would die. Imagine, like, you're soaked, right? Like, you're like, oh my God, what the hell just happened? And you're like, wait, now I have to get out of this bathroom. And there's multiple people out there, right? They don't know
Yes,
the
I
initial,
know.
you walk out, you're like covered in like, what would you do as a patron? You're there and you look over and you see this guy emerging from the bathroom, just like covered in
I'd walk
doo doo.
out. I'd walk out. Like, I don't know. In Florida too, I'm walking out.
And
No,
Duncan,
no. Nah, yeah, I'm walking. Well, you know
Mhm.
what hold on. So sorry for Friday. So the one of the worst parts is though, this incident was January
I know,
2022.
I know.
We this article is January 4th, 2024.
I know. Well,
That
he
means
probably wasn't allowed to say anything until.
no, I know, but I'm saying that means
I
this
know.
horrible incident that you went through has dragged on for
I
2 years
know.
now.
I know. I just
That is just crazy.
I see the trauma from this, you know? Like, I
No,
would be afraid.
yeah, I see that. Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
I
just
feel like
explosions
that's
in general. Like, if it exploded, that's something that you would always have to worry about. Like, okay, if I sit on a
when's the
toilet,
next toilet going to explode?
yeah, like, how unlucky did you have to be for that to happen to you? You know?
But like, I still don't understand exactly how. And then like, so the dude come out covered like that, and they're like, oh yeah, that toilet does that.
Literally, what the? I would be so pissed.
That's Florida. That is
Yeah,
Florida.
that is.
Oh yeah, that toilet does that. What do you mean that toilet does
Yeah,
that?
literally.
That
Honestly,
is
would there also be a moment that you were afraid it was you?
that what? Exploded the toilet? With what? What did that like?
You
How would I be
hear
like, oh shit, did I just do that? Like what? How did I? How would
you
I? How would I think that I just made
well,
the thing
because you're
explode?
using it. Why? I've never heard of a toilet exploding. So it's like I'm using it. It's like it's I would absolutely be like, "Whoa. Did I do this?"
Do I have superpowers? Did I just discover that I had superpowers? Is this my hero arc?
You're like,
Be like, hold on, let me go fart in the back, see if I can do it again.
now, like with his hands down to his.
I have no idea. I have no idea. Well, and but here's another question. Was it yours? Like what kind of feces was that? Like, was it from a previous patron? What like
Was it from the bottom? Like, did it just
like
explode up? You know what I'm saying?
were you sitting on it? Like, there's so many questions here.
Or,
Like, were
okay,
you standing above it?
what would be worse if you're standing? Obviously, the second one would be worse. But I'm saying, like, so it's like he's sitting down and it explodes, right?
That's
Or
better.
you're about to flush.
Oh, well, okay, yeah, well, yeah. I don't think we need a would you rather for that one. I think we know the would you rather for that
Okay,
one.
but would it be better if it was a Starbucks or a Dunkin' Donuts? Like, or if it was a
A Starbucks.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
You
you get
know?
more money.
Okay, well that's could be, yeah. I was thinking of like I don't
Duncan,
know.
they don't give a shit.
Look, listen. Honestly, also it doesn't matter if the toilet is cleaner or dirtier. It's still shit. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, no, absolutely. But I'm saying, like, Duncan, they don't give a shit. They'll be like,
Yeah.
yeah, well, that shit
That's why it's
happens.
been dragging out for 2 years
Right,
because
exactly.
the guy's
Exactly.
probably like, how can I file bankruptcy real quick? You know, especially if it's like if it's what is it called, franchise. He's probably like,
yeah,
yeah,
an independent owner.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He's
Yeah.
probably like, let's just file bankruptcy real quick and move somewhere, and we're
Exactly.
good.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So no, definitely a Starbucks, but I feel like yeah, I also feel like it wouldn't happen at a Starbucks. It would definitely happen at a Dunkin'.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like if your workers are saying that happens, or like
Yeah.
we've had issues with that bathroom,
Yeah.
because what kind of issues are you having prior to it exploding? Probably like it's overrunning, you know, like you're hearing stuff.
But like I need the word exploding to be defined here.
Yeah, because it could be literally like
very,
an explosion, or it could be just
yeah.
like
Because I'm
it
like,
cracked.
toilets aren't that complicated. It lets water in and then it lets water out. Like, where's the explosion is like the water that it lets in is so strong that it's just like
I mean,
explodes out.
I honestly was picturing more like trapped gas underneath the toilet, and then it's exploding. Like for some reason, the valve. I have no idea how toilets work.
I'm gathering
like,
that actually
I'm
as you're
thinking,
speaking.
okay, we're talking about toilets, we're talking about explosions. I'm thinking there's a lot of trapped gas underneath the toilet, and it wasn't letting out, and so now it is just
Where's
like
this gas coming
up
from
shit, from people's poop.
You're talking about like CO2 or something?
Doesn't it emit gas?
But not like that. I don't think it's in water.
Listen, is it in water forever?
I mean, until it hits the sewer system.
Okay, I have no idea. But doesn't the sewer then back up? You know, maybe the sewer was backed up.
If the sewer backs up, then your entire block has a problem.
Okay.
But no, not typically. It just goes down the pipes and then goes into the sewer system.
We need to keep an eye on this story because I want to know. They're going to have to.
We're reporters. We'll be keeping an eye on the story and reporting back to you as we have more information.
Yeah, because that's the most important key to him winning this lawsuit, right? Is like, what was wrong with the toilet? Why did it explode?
I think he wins the lawsuit regardless. It doesn't matter why it exploded. It was your toilet and it exploded.
That's true.
That's kind of thing. It's about the amount and like, you know, can he prove the mental health care and counseling? Yeah. Like, I mean, you know. Also, I don't know.
I wonder if one lawsuit starts off a chain reaction of lawsuits, right? So like he does a lawsuit against Duncan for the toilet being exploding. Duncan can file a lawsuit against the toilet company or the contractors who installed the toilet if they find that was their negligence.
Yeah, they could.
Then they could then file a lawsuit against the toilet manufacturer for creating a toilet that was defective. Then they, you know what I'm saying, could just keep going forever.
It could, but again, like how a toilet explodes is my biggest thing.
Listen, maybe he was just too heavy. The toilet was weak and he fell through, and that's what he calls an explosion. Because you know how sometimes you have toilets that shake when you sit on them because they're not secured correctly, and that actually
the lid,
isn't. And no, not even the lid, the whole seat.
The seat. I'm saying the seat. I'm sorry, the seat. Yes, yeah.
Wait. I'm not saying the seat. I'm saying like the whole bowl.
Oh, that is not secured to the floor well.
Yes. And they say like if that happens, you do have a chance of it like cracking and you falling through because it.
Okay.
Because it's uneven.
But then, so the thing that could quote unquote explode is the water pipe. Like that's the thing that could explode. But
I wonder if him falling through the toilet and it cracking meant that he's saying it's an explosion.
Maybe.
You know?
Maybe. I don't know. We really don't have enough information.
We're just
this is super important.
Here, yeah.
Like, you know, I don't know that much about toilets, but I've fixed a few toilets. I've, you know, both here and in Europe, which in Europe they're different. Different mechanisms.
They have the little the triage for sewer.
The triage, right, yeah. And so they got that, and like they have different mechanisms there than here, but overall it's kind of the same. So I just don't like, other than a water pipe exploding and like shooting water back up like a very aggressive bidet, I don't see how anything explodes. Because no, I don't think trapped gas. I mean, I guess it's possible, but I don't think trapped gas is it.
He said debris and feces, right? So I'm thinking
human feces, urine, and debris, which again I'm hoping is his. Like, because I mean, it's bad enough.
Did it go like, or did it
exactly?
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh God, that's miserable. No, that's pretty miserable.
Imagine.
But also, like, I feel like for $100,000, like, bodily injury,
Listen, I just had a vision. I'm like,
Okay.
imagine if this guy just had such a bad case of diarrhea that he
Right.
just like shat everywhere, you know? And then
And
he's
then
like,
claim that
oh,
it exploded.
literally.
Well, I mean, then they wouldn't have said that they knew that there was a problem.
That's true too.
Yeah.
Well, also, I mean, like, you know, some employees, if they're teenagers, they're like, yeah, man, it happened. You know what I mean? Like, they could have just said something without
Right.
thought.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. This is a tricky one. Like you said, we're gonna have to follow up on this story and find out. We have our reporter Kate in Florida, so she's going to dig deeper into Winter Park, Florida. Kate.
Exactly.
Winter Park, Florida, Duncan location. Yeah.
And see what the deal is. We will keep an eye out on this story and report back with further developments.
Hold on. It says, following the explosion of a toilet in the men's room of Duncan location in Winter Park, Florida, a year ago. Oh, because, okay, this article was written a year ago. It was updated.
Oh.
It was updated January, but updated with what?
With the information that they have, no further information.
Right, exactly. I was about to say, you're like, this article is like 5 paragraphs. Like, what did you update in a year? If I'm exploding toilet, yeah, I don't know. Now, now I got to look up exploding toilet. I'm gonna definitely do that under incognito mode. Exploding.
Oh yeah.
How does a toilet explode? A toilet can explode due to buildup of pressure caused by blockage of plumbing system. Yeah.
I was right. CO2. I
know. Such as a clog in the drain line or a blocked vent pipe. When the pressure becomes too great, it can cause the toilet to crack or burst.
I said it. I said vent.
Lighting caught. It's like, I said the word.
I said vent. It wasn't venting.
It was. It
wasn't.
Well, it vented.
Yeah.
It vented.
Oh, how unlucky. New fear unlocked. This is kind of like, you know, going to the bathroom and like a snake comes out of your toilet. You know how you've seen those? Or like,
oh yes,
rats.
yes.
Rats can swim up too.
How about now I'm seeing a toilet that explosion, lightning blows up toilet.
What?
Through lightning blows up toilet after traveling through apartments building an exhaust vent. That's got to be Florida too.
Probably. Everything is Florida.
Oh no, this is Oklahoma.
Okay. That's like the other Florida.
Yeah.
You know? That's like
oh my goodness, yes. Oh man. Wow. Well, that was a very
we went on a journey.
We went on a journey.
And then we ended here. Poor guy.
That's why I'm gonna get you a toilet seat with those like clear toilet seat with the fish in it.
Oh my god!
You know,
oh my god! You know what I absolutely hate? Okay, if you really want to get me,
the ones with the carpet or whatever on them.
No, the spongy ones. Have you ever sat on the spongy ones?
Oh yes, the spongy ones.
Oh,
the spongy ones that are made of vinyl and they're going to crack and they're going to cut you. They're going to cut you.
Oh, whatever I think about the ones that are cracking, I'm like, I swear there's pee in this. And if I'm gonna sit on it, the pee's gonna run up. You know what I mean? Like
it's gonna squish. It's gonna squish.
Yes. I don't know why people. Why do they even sell those? You know what I mean?
The worst one is the carpet ones, though. The ones with the furry. I mean, like that is absolutely disgusting. That's disgusting.
You know, I'm so happy that we don't live in like, what is it, the 70s anymore, where that was the decor for bathrooms, is to just have it like all carpeted. It's just not hygienic. And it's not
disgusting.
No, it really
is disgusting.
Because they would go all out. They would do like the fuzzies on the seat cover. They would do the fuzzies on the floor. Then you'd have the seat cushion, you know, that cracks. And then you have, I don't know, dolls in your bathroom now.
And everything would be covered in like these thick layers of unremovable dust.
And then underneath all that, you have carpet throughout your whole bathroom.
Yeah.
Gross.
No, that was disgusting.
No. Okay.
Don't do that. Okay.
That's gross. The end.
The end.
All right. Bye.
Bye. See you next week.
See you next week. In 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
Yeah. Bye.
That's it for this podcast episode.
Thank you so much for listening to our random ass thoughts.
To keep the conversation going, join us on social.
And if you have a friend that needs a chill pill or a laugh,
send them this podcast too. See you next week.